Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it is a morning, so don't mind how I look. I tied this up because underneath I have matutas and I'm supposed to undo them, unravel them, but not today. I am not going anywhere, but today we are going to focus on the brows. I noticed
many times people have very nice makeup cleaning here and there, but then their brows don't look like them. But
I'm going to show you guys how I do my brows. The shapes of the brow differ from person to person. As you can see, I don't have a lot of hair on the brow. I don't have safe to say I don't have brows, but I actually do. They're very fine and a little bit brown. My hair's color is brownish, not black completely, so my hair can't really be seen unless you focus. Yeah, they're somewhere there. I don't see the reason why I should trim such, so I don't trim mine, but there is a definite shape that they have, you can see, and that is the shape that I am going to follow, that I normally follow as I do my brows. And I think that should be the principle when you're doing your brows. I am not a pro, but you know, simple basics. You should be able to follow the natural line, your natural brow the natural brow line that is normally there, a brow shape that is. So it's normally there. If you want to create your own, your perfect brow, go ahead, but this is how I do mine. So what I normally use is a brow pencil. It's tiny. It's tiny right now because I sharpen it a lot, and you have to make sure that your pencil is sharpened, not blunt. Yeah, it's, you know, pointed, if I may say, and brown. I think this color varies from person to person as well, but I prefer to use a brown one. At least it's not, well, when I compare a brown and a black one, I'd rather use a brown.
Because I think it also depends on the skin tone, I think, but I use a brown one, and then I have
a pro concealer. As you can see, I use this. It's shades lighter than my skin. You will want to use a pro concealer that is, say, a shade lighter than your own, or okay, use a concealer that is either your shade or a shade lighter than your skin. So this is what I normally use. Let me show you guys. This is what I normally use. That's the color. I think with time it has darkened, or has it expired? I don't know. So I use this pro concealer and of course a brush for, you know, the concealer and to define my brows. I use this, but today I want to try out this so you guys can learn with me. I've seen in many tutorials people using such brushes, so I want to see how it will look on me. And of course, well, I use this to brush my eyebrows, either well, one before I draw, well, I use this, and afterwards when I just want to reduce, never mind that noise. You can use a toothbrush, you can use, they're normally brow brushes, so if you can get one, good. So let's get to it. My pencil. So the mirror, my mirror is right in front of me. So when you see me look above, keep the line. So I first and you would want to do that brushing upwards. I am so excited. So using my eye pencil, I just line. I start with the bottom of my brow. I line this, following my brow shape. Well, when you reach the end, you're allowed to extend. I see people extend to, you know, places here. I think ideally it should be so, but I don't. So yeah, I do that. That is the bottom line, and then the top parts.
You're going to see me mess up how I do it too. Don't worry about the mess. It's so concealer.
We'll do the work of clearing the mess.
I think that's good enough for me. And you would want to line
The beginning of your brow should be in line with this. So almost there.
I think that is good enough.
Yeah, so that is typically the shape of my brow. Well, I've extended a little and some hair here has been left kidogo, and that's because I don't want to actually get me outline.
So that is how
My right brow looks like. We're going to do the left one. I'm doing the same thing really. I read somewhere that brows are not twins, or should not be twins, but well, they should at least be related, sisters at most. So don't worry if they don't look the same, but the difference should not be noticeable as much. Yeah, so long as they are well done, do your best. So we go with the same procedure.
we did really fast.
And I think brows are not the same.
They're not the same. I think left and right
Are not the same generally.
are not the same. So yeah, on the upper one. Oh goodness, it's on the top. It's flat. But we're going to, make that. Don't worry about it so much. Don't you worry. So I think like
Because I want to be like Jesus someday. So this is how I line my brows. They're not perfect and they're not the same, but this will do the trick hopefully. So after outlining your brows, you want to follow it up by, this is how I do it, by shading the inner part of it.
inner part, you want to shade. I don't have brows, so I have to do this. Yeah, let it shade.
I feel like my mirror is too far and I'm short-sighted, can't see.
I think how dark you want your brows to be
Will clearly depend on you. when you've completely shaped your brows like I have done, the way I do, you follow it up with a brush so that you remove excess of eye pencil. And I think in one of the videos that I did, I think it was the makeup one or something, someone asked how I achieved a slightly lighter look here than here. Well, this is what I do. I follow it up with a brush. So at the front I do that, but then I go all the way to the whole eyebrow so that it doesn't look too much. At the same time, it's not like I'm trying to rub everything off. So see how the front part is kinda lighter, so you do want it to look like that. I'm brushing my brows, so this is how it looks like. Not perfect, but I'll work with that. So right now I'm going to follow it up with a Pro concealer. I do this, so I normally take the Pro concealer and apply it here, just on my arm, just enough, not too much, because I'm not going to use too much. And then should I use this or this? Should I
go with the one that I am used to, or one that I am not used to? We'll give it a try. Let's try. So I'm taking my brush
and just taking a little bit of that, just a little bit of that, and then going underneath my brow. So let me see how this works. So just follow. I might not be good at multitasking, so pardon me.
So this cleans things up. Yeah. And it gives the brow shape.
Not too much, is it? I hope not. I hope it's not too much. If you need to change things up, use this, you know, feel free. My left eye has been done. It's not as fat as I started with, so the concealer worked a lot, so I'm hoping the same goes with this right one. So it depends on your preference. If you want a fat if you want a thick eyebrow, you can go for it. If you want a thin one, you can also do it. Once in a while I change them up. It also depends on my moods. Sometimes I don't achieve a thin one. Sometimes
I go with thick ones, but clearly this ain't thick. But let's continue with the right eye. So once again, go in with this, just enough, because it's going to be a lot of work removing the excess Pro concealer. But we're going to do it just right. So you will want to go in with this, just underneath. Underneath, it's a lot of work. It doesn't have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. Just try your best. Try really your best. How does that look? Does it look okay? I think it does. Yeah, I think it does.
I'm just going to brush that.
I think I'm going to add some
Flash this. Oh, how I love you. Yeah, I think they look okay. I'm choosing. I didn't use much concealer here. I'm just realizing because I have a lot of excess here. So but this is going to be covered up. If you use eyeshadow, this is going to be covered up by the eyeshadow, so don't mind about that. So this is just typically how I do my brows. Like, I've changed nothing well, except my brush, but I've changed absolutely nothing. So safe to say I'm done. This is just how I do it. This is how I do it.
It's not perfect, right? But I'm okay with this. Honestly.
Okay with that. Let me extend this a little. A little bit. A little bit.
Makeup and sharp. Let me see. Don't worry, you're watching the correct things right here. I'll be sure not to edit this. So,
What do you guys think? Can you go with such eyebrows to, say, a dinner or a date, or, you know, stay at home with it? Depends on what you want. So as I said, if you want thick eyebrows, you can get it. If you want thin ones as well, you can get that. Depends on your preference. I have a friend who prefers thick
thick eyebrows because, her natural eyebrows, she has really, a lot of eyebrows, and she cannot cut them off, so she's stuck with it. So this is just how I do my brows. If you want, you can go
ahead and do a concealer on top, but I don't see the need of it. I think mine are okay like that. Just prefer doing the downside of it.
downside of the brow, which gives me a look that is okay with me. They're not the same. If you're keen enough,
You will notice that they're not the same, but if you're not keen enough, you won't see and you won't notice. And I think they are not that dark. Yes, I want to think so. They're not that dark, and neither are they light. They're just, you know, okay. I can, you know, put my makeup on now and
so guys, it's been real. It's been
fun. And for those of you who want to do their brows, my sister wants to do her brows. I know of people who want to do brows. I think brows is
brows only or generally your face, but I think your brows are the first things that people notice when they look at you, because I can actually just go out like that with just my brows done with no other makeup on and probably just a lip balm and go out like that and be okay with it. But if you have not well done brows, then people will notice that as well. So I prefer you do your brows well, master it, and even if you're not going to apply anything else on your face, foundation, eyeshadow, whatever, and all that stuff, you're okay going out with, you know, good brows. And I think I can have, this is a very simple
look. Can go with this just with lip balm, not even lip colored lipstick, just a lip balm, and I'll be good to go. I think
this is simple enough. So guys, thank you so much for
keeping me company and watching this. I do hope that you guys that this will help you, and depending on your brow shape, follow your brow shape, color where, shade where you need to shade. You don't have to shade everything. Some of you have really good eyebrows that
when you just shape it, get shaped, and then you're good, and that is really nice because you don't have to do a lot of work with your brows. But if you have brows like I do, then go ahead and do what you have to do. Just make sure it's not exaggerated or, you know, awkward and looking all weird. Just look nice. That is all that matters. If you guys follow this and do
your eyebrows, feel free to tag me or to mention me. I'd be delighted to know that actually this video helped you guys.
It's really encouraging, and thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I have to.
So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you around.